The woman cut off her long hair, applied foundation, put on lipstick. She decided from now on to live her truest self. So it was just yesterday, when she carefully prepared lunch for her son, only to be met with his disdain, just because she was a cleaner. This made her son ashamed in front of his friends. What broke her heart even more was, her husband also asked for a divorce at this time. His reason was that his company was about to go public, and he wanted a partner who could fight alongside him, not a wife who quietly supported him at home. Faced with this sudden divorce agreement, regret surged through her heart like a tidal wave. She had once defied her wealthy father's objections, marrying a poor man for the sake of true love, hiding her identity as a wealthy heiress, silently supporting her husband's career, even secretly transferring her father's company's business to him, making his company stronger and stronger. Unexpectedly, in the end, she was abandoned by her husband. When their son learned about the divorce, he smiled and praised his father for doing the right thing, saying he had long wanted to be rid of the mother who embarrassed him. The son, worried about the division of assets, searched online for information. He told his father that in a divorce, the couple's assets would be split equally, but the father said his mother didn't want any of the assets. The son was very happy to hear this, because he hated having a mother who was a cleaner. His classmates at school laughed at him, thinking having such a mother was a disgrace, although the husband felt it was unfair to his wife. But the company's financial chain is broken, he must marry a rich man's daughter. Little did he know that his wife had collapsed and been hospitalized. The doctor discovered she had cancer. Her condition worsened by the stress from her husband and son. Fortunately, she had a friend who was a doctor, who was furious upon hearing this and urged her to leave the jerk of a husband, and return home to live as the heiress she was and enjoy a good life. But she couldn't let go of her years of marriage and didn't want to leave. She feared that if her true identity was revealed, her husband would be even more determined to divorce her. As she was torn about whether to tell her husband the truth, she overheard something that chilled her to the core. The real reason her husband wanted a divorce was that his company was facing a financial crisis, and he had to marry a wealthy heiress 20 years younger. At that moment, the woman finally realized her husband had never loved her. So, she decided to let go of all thoughts of her husband, to live her true self and reclaim her original identity. The next day, she dressed in exquisite clothes and went to her own company to attend her wealthy father's retirement banquet. In the hall, she encountered her husband and his lover. As a partner in the company, her husband was also invited. Seeing the woman transformed from a cleaner into someone dressed in luxury brands, they couldn't help but suspect she had found a rich benefactor. They both humiliated her, but the woman didn't argue much, because soon her husband would regret his decision to divorce. Before the banquet began, the host announced that after the chairman's retirement, the chairman's position would be handed over to his daughter. When the woman walked up slowly, her husband was instantly stunned.